If you've stood on the Mount of Olives east of Jerusalem and faced the city, as I have, then you know that you're standing upon soil that is freighted theologically. It's a mountain that is rooted in several important biblical narratives. For instance, in Babylon 1 year, in Ezekiel 11, we read today about how the glory of God departed from the temple and Jerusalem because this temple and the city had become polluted with idolatry. This was going to lead to the destruction of the temple and Jerusalem. And the glory of God stood for a minute around the area of the Mount of Olives, east of the city. And then in Ezekiel 43, it's from the same direction that the glory of God returns into this eschatological temple that Ezekiel sees. So the Mount of Olives is connected with the glory of God. Now you jump into the New Testament. It's from the Mount of Olives, from the east of the city, that Jesus rides into Jerusalem on Palm Sunday and enters, quite fittingly, into the temple. And it's on the Mount of Olives that Jesus gathers his disciples to teach them, quite fittingly, about the coming destruction, again, of Jerusalem and the temple, which would happen in 70 AD. And it's from the Mount of Olives that Jesus ascends into heaven in Acts chapter 1 to enter into the glory of his Father, to stand at his right hand. And so the Mount of Olives is one more example of this theological geography in the Bible, where not only what happens, but where it happens is important in teaching us about the ways of God.